Hey, welcome. I'm here with 3 beautiful yogi friends, and we're going to do a little series of prenatal flows, about 10 minutes each. We'll really focus on our low back, stretching out our sides, getting into our hips, doing some spine lengtheners. I'll introduce you to everyone. Katie here, and you are 23 weeks along. Awesome. Britt, 17, almost 18 weeks, and Nikki, 32 weeks, so getting close. So they've got blocks, some props. We'll also use some towels and blankets. We always say to check with your doctor first before doing any kind of new fitness routine, especially when you're pregnant. I'm not a doctor, so I can't clear you. But the general rule of thumb is not to do anything too different or new in your pregnancy that you haven't done before. So if you've been practicing yoga, if you've been active, you can try some of this stuff. Always listen to your body. Back up, take a break, give yourself some time to rest if it doesn't feel good. And feel free to modify. So bring a hand down, use your blocks, do what feels good. They'll let me know if something doesn't work. Try not to do any deep twists, so we'll twist more open than twisting across body. And for the most part, there's a lot you can still really do. So we'll get started here in a child's pose. You guys can bring your knees out wide. Let your belly hang between your legs. Stretch your arms forward. And if your head doesn't touch the ground, you can always grab a block and stick it underneath your forehead. So we'll take a few breaths just to check in. There's lots of birds above us, so if you hear them making noise, there they go, they quiet down a little bit. Famous parrots of La Jolla. And that's part of our practice too. You might have little ones running around your house. Just begin to check in with you. How do you feel? What's your breath like? And can you make your breath a little bit deeper? A little bit louder. And start to breathe in and out of your nose if that's comfortable for you. It's a little bit of a warming breath, so if it's not comfortable, you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try and create a rhythmic breath. Long inhales and really long exhales. And see if you can send your breath into your low back and into your shoulders. So feel a sense of expansion, a sense of lengthening with each breath in. Stay pretty low toward the ground. Crawl your hands as far as you can to your right. You might bring your hands into the grass a little and take a little stretch with your hips to the left. See if you can find some space through your ribs and through your waist. And then take your hands all the way in the opposite directions. Hands left, hips right. And then bring it back to center. Lift to a tabletop, hands and knees. Bring your shoulders above your wrists. Spread your fingers really wide. Hips right above your knees. And we'll take a version of cow and cat. So however far you can arch and round is cool. Inhale to lift your butt, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin, and think of rounding through your spine. So good. Move like that a few more times. Inhale, belly down, shoulders back. Exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin. 3 more times, in and out with your breath. Feel free to go slower, faster. Awesome, 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come back toward a neutral spine. I like to draw my knees together for this one, but find what's comfortable for your legs. Extend your right leg behind you like you're stamping your foot into a wall, and try to extend your left arm out in front so you have opposite arm and leg. Just building a little back strength, some stability. Imagine growing long through your spine. Gently release just your hand down, and we're going to open to a modified side plank. So right foot is going to step behind your left. You might even pivot your left foot off your mat and reach your right arm to the sky. So you're stacking your hips and shoulders. Nice, Katie. You can bring your foot to the ground or you can hover, whatever feels good. And if you want even more length for your side, reach your right arm over your head toward the top of your mat. Keep breathing here. Find one more inhale. Exhale, release back to hands and knees. Adjust how you need to, set that back up. And we'll take it to the other side. Left leg behind you. Reach your right arm out in front. Find balance, lots of length. Keep breathing. And then bring your right hand down, step your left foot back, and reach your left arm to the sky. You got it. It's all good. We did the arm out. Lots of space, lots of breath. Arm can even reach over your head if that feels good or felt good on the other side. And release it back down to hands and knees, tabletop. And take a little puppy pose. So keep your butt really high. Crawl your hands out in front, kind of like a child's pose, but with your butt sticking up in the air. Maybe your chin or your chest reaches to the ground. Try and send some breath underneath your arms, between your shoulder blades. Yeah. Begin to walk your hands back in. And find your way to a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. This is one that some people feel really good doing, some people don't feel so good, so you don't have to stay here forever. Feel free to pedal out, bend your knees. Feet can be as wide as feels good. Nice, let your head and your neck relax. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step your feet up toward your hands, so feet can go pretty wide. We'll take a halfway lift, reach your hands to your shins, chest forward, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax your head and your neck down. Reach for opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Relax your head, bend your knees a lot. Yeah, let your upper body relax down toward the ground. Feel free to find some movement if it feels good to sway side to side. Let your hands relax to the ground. Take another halfway lift, hands to your shins, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax your hands down. Turn your toes out and your heels in, and we'll sit into a squat. Some people say this is a good birth preparation position, right? So you can always sit on a block, hands to your heart. Use your elbows to kind of open up through your legs. Breathe into your low back and your hips. And then bring your left hand down in front of your left leg, in front of your knee if you can. Right hand to your inner thigh or knee and give it a little press. Find some space into your hip. And reach your right arm to the sky. I think you're giving a big hug, nice big stretch. You can stay there. If you want a little bit more shoulders or chest, you can try and connect your hands behind your back or reach for your left inner thigh. Always a big stretch is perfect. Nice, Britt. And then release it down. Let's give a little break. Hands down, hips to the sky. Back to ragdoll. Reach for opposite elbows. Relax your head. Take any movement. Whatever feels good. Release your hands down. Come back to your squat. Heels in, toes out. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So find a moment to sit up tall, relax your shoulders. And then gently bring your right hand in front of your shin out to the side. Left hand to your inner thigh, give it a little press. You can stay like that or reach your left arm straight up to the sky. Or you can even find that bind, half or full left arm behind your back. If that feels good on your chest, your shoulders. And we'll slowly release. Take it to a seat so you can bring your butt down, hands behind you, soles of your feet together, knees out wide for your Baddha Konasana. Sit up really tall through your spine, breathe in. Yeah, just as you need to. And exhale, hinge forward with as much of a flat back, so kind of your belly goes between your legs. Lots of breath into your low back, into your hips. So Tell me if it's too much. And slowly lift it back up. Find an easy seat. So if this is good, you can stay like that, or you can cross your legs. If you want to sit on a block, elevate your hips a little bit, feel free. We're just going to end in a comfortable seated meditation. So hands can come on your legs. You can bring your hands to your belly, or one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes. And again, check in with your breath. What's the natural rhythm of your inhales and your exhales like? What's happening physically today? What do you feel? Where can you send a little bit more breath? A little bit of compassion for yourself, for the baby you're creating in there. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. You can keep your eyes closed or gently blink them open. Thumbs between your eyebrows to your third eye. And gently bow your head. Namaste. All right. So far, so good? You feel okay?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.